recently I was really excited to discover these gluten-free Savoiardi biscuits at my local deli, and I raced home to make my first tiramisu in 12 years. It was absolutely delicious. I'm going to share the recipe with you today, but this recipe is not only gluten-free, we're also going to make it dairy-free because we're replacing the mascarpone with whipped coconut cream. So to start, we need to whip our coconut cream, but you can't just grab a can of coconut cream out of the pantry because it will be really runny. What you need to do is refrigerate it overnight, or for at least, say, 6 hours, because you want the coconut cream to harden and separate from the water. So I'll just open this can of coconut cream so you can see what it looks like once it's been refrigerated. So what you'll notice is the coconut cream has hardened, so you've got this hard cream on the top and on the surface, and what we want to do is we want to separate that cream from the coconut water. So we can do that initially by just scooping out the cream and placing it into our whipping bowl, but then what we need to do is actually separate the rest of the cream from the water in the bottom of the can. Now to do this, the easiest way to do it is to actually just tip it into a sieve, and all that beautiful coconut water drains to the bottom of the bowl. So I'm just going to tip that cream into our bowl. Okay, so today I'm using 3 cans of coconut cream, and this is going to give us about 550 grams of whipped cream. But if you like it extra creamy, feel free to use an extra can at this stage. Now we're going to flavour our coconut cream with vanilla. I like to use a vanilla pod because I love to scrape out the beautiful little specks inside so that we can actually see them in our coconut cream. And then to that, we're going to add our pure icing sugar, which we've sifted. Now all we need to do is whip that coconut cream for about a minute until it's light and creamy and softy. Our coconut cream is beautifully whipped, so now onto our coffee mixture. Now for this tiramisu, I like to combine 3 cups of freshly brewed coffee. So make sure you're using a good quality espresso coffee here, because that's going to flavour our biscuits. And to that, I add 4 tablespoons of either a Kahlua or a Tia Maria. So either is fine, but 4 tablespoons I find is the right amount of alcohol. If you prefer your tiramisu stronger or weaker, feel free to alter the quantity of alcohol in your tiramisu. Now we're going to dunk our gluten-free Savoiardi biscuits in our coffee mixture and drain off all that excess coffee and place them straight into your serving tray. So we're going to do 2 layers here. We're going to do a layer of biscuits, cover it with coconut cream, and then another layer. Now we're going to add our first layer of beautiful whipped coconut cream. Just gently pour that on top. Now as this tiramisu sits in the fridge, the coconut cream will actually harden to form a beautiful layered cake. That's our first layer done. Now onto our second layer. So now we're going to pop on some Glad wrap and put our tiramisu in the fridge. We want to refrigerate it for at least 4 hours, preferably overnight, so all those beautiful flavours can meld together and the tiramisu can soften. Tiramisu has set, so now all we need to do is dust it with some cocoa powder and slice it up. This is my favourite part because I love chocolate, and chocolate, coconut and coffee all work beautifully together. And now this is a really tough part of my job where I have to cut a slice and taste. Now the first slice is always the messiest, but don't worry, messy still equals delicious. So we're going to cut that tiramisu layer. That looks so creamy and delicious. Now that we've cut into our tiramisu, let me just show you these gorgeous layers. You've got that coffee-soaked biscuit with whipped coconut cream and another biscuit and coconut cream layer. And I have a try of this. That is so dreamy. It's really light and fluffy.